Welcome to another episode of Cannabis Tech Talks powered by Shopline in association with ICBC and MJ BizCon. I'm Mary Jane Gibson, and I'm here with Big Mike from Advanced Nutrients. How's it going?
Here today.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on the Cannabis Tech today.
On Cannabis Tech Today and on the cover of Cannabis and Tech Today.
Yes. Nice surprise. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you for that.
That's a great shot. So this article is about pushing the limits of growth
Oh, yeah.
with Advanced Nutrients. Can you tell us what's going on with your company?
Yeah, I would love to. Eighth generation is coming out. Took us a little over 3 years to make it right and to do it what we wanted it to do. Spent millions of dollars doing it. Our guys were up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for the last few years. Great R&D team. Got to give all the credit to them. They're amazing humans. And I got to tell you, though, what's great about the eighth generation is all the active ingredients have never seen the light of day in our industry.
That's wild.
I mean, we took stuff out of DARPA, like seriously, like some of the research, and we have some really baller tech in the eighth generation, and it gives results that are just incredible. As good as our seventh generation is, the eighth generation just decimates it.
Eighth generation, so you've been doing...
And by the way, the pricing is exactly the same. The pricing per gallon is exactly the same.
Wow. So as someone who's been in the game since 1999, you've seen so many developments, so much R&D. You've been behind so much of the science with Advanced Nutrients. Yeah. How do you find the best people who are going to help you continue to advance?
Listen, that is the most challenging thing I had to learn, is to understand human nature, and they call it human training, and I went through some of that, a lot of it actually, and I understand people at a different level. Things that used to make me upset with people, I just go, nah, just humans. It's just like, it's human nature. Just get over it and move on. And that's what I've done.
Do you feel like you've learned a lot of that through your philanthropic efforts? Like, I know that, outside of Advanced Nutrients, you have initiatives to give back.
Yeah, it's there's a hell of a learning curve to understanding people from where I came from and being in this industry, because you're surrounded by a type of person that's hyper independent and looks at life a lot differently than, let's say, the rest of society. And
you mean like that?
You can't. The quality of people you can get now that are available is very different than before. And we have, we can get high quality people, but you also have to understand on how to act and how to talk and how to not be emotionally dysregulated, and your kindness and compassion. And so through all of that, I've learned quite a bit about finding a good, like you said, good people. I got to say, we've got the highest quality group of people globally than we've ever had before. And what a difference it makes. Wow.
Wow. Do you have a story that you can share with us, an aha moment where you really realized that things needed to shift in some way for you?
Yeah, sure. So some stuff happened in the company, and I had this missing piece in me that I just couldn't figure out how to fix it. And I knew there was something wrong. And one day I finally came to the decision, Mike, you've looked at everything else, but you haven't looked at yourself. So I've learned internal locus of control. And so now I take full accountability and responsibility for all actions, no matter if they turn sour or not, because I made a decision to work with that person. So the aha moment came when shit hit the fan, so to speak, and I had to come to realization that I had to look at myself. That was my big aha moment. And a lot of people aren't willing to look at themselves. They poo-poo that. But that is where all, life's that's the easy button in life. It's hard to learn. I've been studying it now for psychology 2 to 3 hours every day for the last 7 years, plus hiring people to come in and paying them to, okay, break this down for me, break this down. What does this happen? What does that happen? So I studied under Andrew Bustamante. He's everywhere on YouTube, and Chase Hughes. And a few other people who want to remain nameless. So, yeah.
So you're talking about, I think the term gets thrown around a lot, but accountability, essentially, personally and professionally.
And some people think they have accountability. They don't really understand what true accountability is. You take full responsibility. You make no judgments, and you take in information, you don't react, and you come up with a plan, and then you execute on the plan with the right people who know how to do exactly what you're looking for. And I prefer to hire people who are way smarter than me in every aspect of the business. So I'm like a coach. That's how I look at myself, and I'm building a world-class team, which we've got now.
That sounds like a pretty incredible evolution to happen in your life as you also move forward with your business.
So I'm self-aware now where I wasn't before. Let's say I was partially self-aware like 9 years ago, but I'm getting there. But what happened to me accelerated that self-awareness. So yeah, it's great. I can self-reflect and I can think about other people and how I might have handled that situation better, or how I am going to handle it based on their personality type, and connect with them, because it's about connection at the end of the day. And a lot of our industry doesn't understand that. And a lot of the folks who aren't here today, well, they are probably have the traditional mindset of the past and not the future. And the people who, a lot of folks here, different breed of people. This, even though there's less people at the show, it's self-selection. These people are the ones who have made it. And the ones who aren't here, it speaks volumes. And they're not going to be around very much longer.
Can you say a little bit more about that and sort of diagnose the health of the cannabis industry from your standpoint as someone who has a long view of the situation?
Our biggest problem in cannabis is we're fighting each other. If you look at alcohol, tobacco, they're very well organized. They're smart enough to fight behind closed doors, but they have a unified front when they go in front of the public. Like, we don't even have that. It's people like hemp has got to come together with cannabis and get this ball over the finish line, and then let them, competition in the marketplace dictate the rest. But if you're truly passionate about this plant and you want to see this industry move ahead, you're going to have to, do things differently.
So you're subscribing to the One Plant Alliance.
Well, I like that. I mean, Steve D'Angelo, he's got the One Plant Alliance, and yes, I believe in that. And I don't know if it's going to happen because there's such diverse personality types right now in our industry. But I think the people who are here, they are all, like, how many collaborations that we now have, made happen while we're here. It's amazing. And the quality, we've got MSOs coming up to us now that never came up before and go, okay, we see what you guys are doing. And then the other thing with the 8th generation is our genetics, right? We have triploids and tetraploids. And so to make a triploid, first of all, they're pollen immune. They're genetically enhanced because they have 3 chromosomes, and they produce more. Guys who are getting 2.5 pounds are getting 4.5 now. Guys are getting 3 something. One guy got 5.88 terps, about 6%. It's incredible. And how you make them is you can take a diploid, that's a normal plant that you see today, and you take a tetraploid, that's got 4 chromosomes, like 4 and 2, it breeds together, produces 3. So a triploid has 3 chromosomes. We also have tetraploids as well. So we have in special cases, we will license our tetraploids, but they have to go through the gauntlet with us because what we're giving them is like the holy grail. And we're currently developing octoploids. I don't know if you've ever seen Driscoll berries, the name Driscoll and all these berries. Well, that's a genetics company. It's actually, they're not growers, but they say, if you're going to use our genetics, you're going to put our name on the thing. Okay, fine. And if you look at those big blackberries, those are octoploids.
Okay.
And so same thing with cannabis. You're going to get, the buds are bigger, beefier, yields are up 30%, terpenes are up. It's an amazing plant. It's going to revolutionize how this industry does business. Think about it, your fixed costs being exactly the same, except each light is producing 1.5 to 2 pounds more. What does that do to your bottom line and your profitability? And what kind of advantage do you have in the marketplace? So we want to have serious conversations with serious MSOs that are looking to do this. Yeah.
And you're in conversation with MSOs across the country, but you're also available around the world.
Well, thank you for that. We're in 122 countries around the world, and we're everywhere. We're in the Middle East. We're in Thailand. We're in places you wouldn't believe. Like, I don't even know how the people smuggle our stuff, nutrients all over the world. It's crazy. I remember we used to sell to guys in Australia, and they were putting them in shampoo bottles and taking them to Japan to grow cannabis. You hear all these kind of crazy stories. It's been an interesting ride. I'm so grateful for cannabis, what it's provided in a life for myself and all our team members.
Are you still based in California?
Oh, yeah. We're in the Pacific Design Center in California, West Hollywood. That's our corporate office. We have manufacturing facilities in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada, Woodland, Washington, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Barcelona. So, yeah, and we're seriously looking at Thailand and doing a possible deal with the CP Group. We've been in talks for a year. They have a public play going to be happening there. It's going to be very interesting what's going to happen in Thailand. But they're setting up Thailand to basically be the hub for all the Pan and Pacific for cannabis. You see Malaysia now looking at at medical marijuana, and Morocco is happening right now. So I got to go over there and talk to a few folks when I go over to Spain in a few weeks. So there's a lot of interesting things happening globally. And by the way, Uzbekistan is on, Kyrgyzstan we sell to, Armenia has got 11 licenses they're getting ready to build out there. It's
Wild.
the old Caucasus are now, our phone is ringing and shipping direct. We've shipped to UAE, we shipped to Dubai.
Wow. The list goes on.
It does.
Well, I have to ask, are you hiring?
Yeah, we just hired. In fact, before the show started, we hired 3 people and we were able to get 2 of them into the show right away. Yeah, we have 40 salespeople around the world right now, and we're expanding all the time. We are looking to hire 9 more in Europe. We really are taking off phenomenally in Europe. Did some management changes there and made all the difference in the world. The last 12 weeks, we are up 53%. We went from a negative 20% growth to positive 53. So I'm really proud of the Spanish team. They're awesome people.
Wow. Well, can you leave us with a piece of advice for anyone looking to get into the game, or anyone who wants to maybe come and work with you?
Yeah.
Found a place?
Yeah. Well, you can think it's info@advancednutrients.com if you want to send us stuff. And what's the first question was?
Do you have any advice for anyone who's looking to get into the...
Yeah, people write me all the time. I want to get in cannabis space. Help me out. Okay, so here's kind of the outline. What sector do you want to get into? There's so many sectors now that you can possibly get into here. So what sector do you want to get into? And then the second thing is, once you pick your sector, become an expert. That's what I did, and I was taught to do that. And so you just have to study. If you think that you're going to get in cannabis and there's an easy button and money's going to fall like manna from heaven, you're sadly mistaken. It's not going to happen. So you have to do your work. You have to put in your time. There is no easy button, but it's one of the most incredible journeys you'll have in cannabis. And the journey's not over with. We've only scratched, as crazy as everything's happened, we were only at the very, very tip of the iceberg. Very tip of the iceberg right now. So, yeah.
Things are still new.
Oh, yeah. This whole industry's in flux. It always has been in shifting sand, and I don't see that changing for any time real soon. Yeah. For at least, I would like to say within, 7 years or so, it's going to be a normal space. But I don't know. I've been in it for 27 years and looking at it and been growing for 42. I don't know. It's an interesting space, and I've learned to be resilient and be patient. And I see a lot of the new money guys coming in there. They were like, "Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that." The biggest thing they have to do is they need all the lobbying groups come together under one group and push forward. That's it. It's not rocket scientists. And then you find out who all the politicians are that are pro-cannabis. You talk to them, and then you find out who the superstars are going to be in the future, and you start talking to them and indoctrinating them early into the benefits of cannabis. We don't have a program like that. It's called education, and you need to educate all the freshman congressmen and senators coming in and get them on side and get them understanding and start giving a lot of, not a lot, but a little bit of money, and that's how it works. Politics is about lobbyists and money. That's
buttering up the right people.
Yeah.
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 Well, I will check back in with you in 7 years to see how it's all.
I hope you do that before. I mean, come on.
I sure will. But I know the first time I met you, I think was probably about 7 years ago when we moved to Los Angeles. So
wow,
it feels like
what a difference between then and now.
Right?
The money we were making back then. Sometimes you don't realize when you're in the golden years. And so it's like, you have to stop and smell the roses every once in a while. So I'm getting better at that.
It was pre-Prop 64.
Yeah, that's right.
And things were sure were
Wonderful.
different. Yeah. Well, I'll circle back maybe.
It's still a wonderful business. It's still a great place to be. I'm glad I discovered cannabis, 42 years ago.
Amazing.
Oh.
Well, thank you so much, Big Vic.
Thank you.
Real pleasure to do.
All right, Mary Jane, glad to be on.
Thank you. And thank you for tuning in to another episode of Cannabis Tech Talks powered by Shopline in association with ICBC and MJ BizCon. Please hit like and subscribe to our podcast and follow us at Canna Tech today. Thanks, Mike.
Excellent. Absolutely. Easy breezy.